all this footage. I found the Mountain Bold Serpentine Scott Creek cassette. I'm just going through it as I've learnt from the previous part. Is once you start the tape, you just leave it running. You can get better quality if you try fast forwarding it or rewinding it. You'll get glitches and things like that. And it's always best to leave the tape in the machine overnight to warm up, things like that. But once it's running, I'll leave it. And if there's any muck on the head, it usually gets worn off, things like that. And I'm looking back on all this sort of stuff, and I'm thinking, you know, and what I've also learned to do is you just record the whole tape, and then you chop it into sections. That's the best way to do it. And as I said, the ideal way is to just leave it in the machine and let it warm up for a day or so, and then just run it completely, record the whole thing. Oh, there's my ex-cat, Shiva. As I said, I found this Scott Creek stuff on the end, and I remember chopping the end off. It had the name of the road on it, so I'm going to re-record it and capture the name of the road. Then I can go to Google Maps and find out exactly where we went through. I think, as I said, I think we found from the footage the other day, it definitely looked like the area we started off from. I found the bits of the Serpentine on the pathway. I thought we started the track in, but it didn't come out where I remember we came out, at this roadway that had this sign on it. And I remember sitting down, having my peanuts and my Coke, because I was having peanuts and Coke back then, and then we walked down the road back to the car, sort of thing, which I may have actually captured on the end of the footage. I don't know if this is the thing, but it's right at the end of the tape, I think. No. Tubies in window setup and gland, blah blah blah, debagging. Oh, I've gone past it, so I've got to wait till the tape rewinds then. Okay. Live and let learn, I suppose. But I'm recording this now on AV in the lounge. But yeah, this is all this stuff, this work I did, just seems like, you know, in a way it seems like wasted, but then again no, because it was this journey, this process. As I said, we've just had this recent breakthrough. Oh, here we go. This is the footage, I think. Yep. And you see the sign there, and we go past there's Scott Creek, Dorset Vale Road. We went down there. And yeah, we passed these signs and things, which some of these signs are still there, like that one there. You know, 12 years on. And then there's a bit of a glitch where we jump forward, you know, quite a long way down the road. And I noticed when you pause the footage, there's like 4 or 5 people walking along the road out of the conservation park at this time of the year. I assume they were there looking for orchids and things like that. So, because we didn't recognise any of them, and we used to know most. We thought we knew all the sepias in the Adelaide region, but anyway, I'll get this and I'll get it up running, and I'll try and squeeze it down to that smaller box and improve the quality, and see how we do. I might do a comparison between like this on AV rather than the night scene, and I might increase the colour by going to the TV settings and increasing the saturation on the colour that way, rather than using night scene. I record AV, and they'll give me a much better recording of the colour. Now I think I found that pylon yesterday, but as I said, I don't have the equipment that most other people in the world have these days. You know, like a laptop or something I can take out here. I can run the bloody footage at the site and make an instant comparison between, oh yes, that is definitely the same pylon. We're so far behind in Australia, you know, because King John Howard did absolutely bugger all on broadband. And now we got this sort of Murdoch versus Malcolm Turnbull situation where they're trying to fob us off with, you know, not even second rate, third rate stuff, because they're trying to keep Foxtel, you know. As I say, what the fuck is going on? You know, some people are going to get killed over this if they don't watch it. You know, we're going to wake up and find Malcolm Turnbull's been terminated or something on the front page of our newspaper because people just got so pissed off. You know, people, you know, oh, what's gone wrong? All our comedians coming back from overseas, they're supposed to be the smartest people in the kingdom. Your comedians, you know, your jesters, your court jesters, always the smartest person in the kingdom, telling the king, basically, you know, pull your head in, king, you know, you're doing the wrong thing. They're all coming back from overseas telling us that how much better it is, you know, how bad the GFC is, and how much better the broadband and things like that overseas are compared to Australia. So in other words, they're telling us two things: how much better socially we had it in Australia because we dodged the bullet, but also how bad our broadband was. So, you know, basically they were telling us to, you know, what the Labour Party was doing, stick to, and the plans for the broadband is definitely where we want to head up to. And what happens? They go and do the opposite. We go in and vote in someone who's going to, you know, throw the economy out of whack, and we're never going to have real broadband. The way it's going, we're not going to have broadband for another 10 or 12 years, you know. And is it going to be real broadband, or is it going to be Clayton's broadband? Anyway, that's enough of a rant. This is a night-time rant, I think. But anyway, we'll see where we go. Okay, over and out.